So, I always start with so. Anyways. So welcome to our bus. Like we said, it's a work in progress. It is eventually going to look a lot prettier in here, eventually. But we're going to go ahead. I wrote down some questions that I've been getting a lot from like coworkers, family, friends, and we figured we'd just answer them like this. Go ahead and record them here. So biggest question is, why are we doing this?
It's pretty straightforward when you think about it. Like financially, it makes a lot of sense. Like I said, you're not gonna have to pay any more payments. You're not paying anybody else's rent with your rent, and you're not making a mortgage payment every month to the bank. So you know you get to keep your money and you get to spend it on things that you want, like travel, life experiences, etc., etc.
Yep. I feel like our biggest answer to that question is freedom. Freedom financially, freedom to do with your day as you please. Not spend your entire day working for another company, making them richer, and you only getting a penny from it. Yeah, I don't know. I want to be in charge of my own life, and I want to schedule the things that I want to do. I don't want to miss out on opportunities anymore because I have to work a 9 to 5 or, you know, whatever the case may be.
So real.
Yep.
It hurts.
A huge one too for me is traveling. Trevor mentioned that. We are going to have everything that we own and possess in this bus. It's locked up. Everything's going to be okay. But we're going to be able to go anywhere. We can live literally anywhere because everything we need is going to be on these wheels. You know what I mean? So.
Also, another important point is like how sustainable it is, and lowering your carbon footprint. If you have solar panels like we will, you know, you're not paying the electric company, you're not burning coal, you're not wasting tons of electricity and resources. So it makes a lot of sense in that perspective as well.
Yep. Everything that we'll need is solely going to be reliant on the earth and what it provides for us. So some days we might have a little bit shadier, so we won't have as much electricity stored, but that's okay. You don't need your phone every day. You don't need to go on your computer every day.
Yeah, be mindful of how much power you're using and also how much water you're using.
Yep. So I've got some common questions like, what are you going to do about a shower? Well, for anybody who doesn't know this, you can actually shower at truck stops. You can. It's very low cost. Granted, I probably don't want to do that, so we are building a shower in our bus. Can you believe it? We're going to be able to have water tanks, have a freshwater tank, a gray water tank, and be able to shower in our home, in our bus.
Also, another common question we get is like pertaining to like toilets, and I think we'll invest in a compost toilet. So that way, whatever we dispose of, it will become soil. So that's another complete cycle there, and kind of reusing what we use and giving back to the earth.
Granted, we don't have any experience dealing with a composting toilet, but from reviews that we've seen online and just the whole cycle, I don't think it's going to be that weird. I pick up my dog's poop every day. I have cats. We have to deal with their litter box. You're just going to have to be used to dealing with our own waste. I feel like that's a lot of things that I feel like that's something that a lot of people take for granted because we've been so conditioned to just flush it down the toilet, and that's horrible for the water. Like, anyways.
Waste of clean water and energy as well. So.
Yep, and
so shorter cycle there.
Yep, it's gonna feed the earth. It's gonna feed some trees, give them a ton of nutrients. Anyways, another question is Wi-Fi That just shows our internet addiction as a freaking generation. Jeez Louise. I was like, seriously, why are you asking me about Wi-Fi? That's like the least of my worries right now. But anyways, go ahead and answer that.
Well, I mean, if you have a cell phone, you probably have an unlimited data plan. And that's probably what we'll rely on there is unlimited data or a satellite internet service as they become more available.
Yep. Also...
Next question, that's easy.
I know, and then also, like, something that people really don't think about is, like, if you need to get some work done on a computer, you can go to a coffee shop. I feel like...
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, like, 9 times out of 10, most coffee shops have free Wi-Fi. It's just included.
I had to do it on the road when we were traveling in Yellowstone. I had to do an assignment at a coffee shop, so...
Yep, and that was really no problem at all. You get some really nice coffee and just chill there and get your assignment in a really comfortable space. So then I guess that kind of leads into power, which we already kind of spoke about, but we're going to have solar
panels.
Solar panels. That's going to be how we get our power. We're going to rely solely on the sun to activate our power and have...
Well, and batteries, but...
Yeah, well, yeah, and storing our batteries and inverters, all that stuff. We're going to be...
our power off solar.
Yep, and we're going to use really low energy stuff, like relying on LED strips for our lighting. We're really not going to have too much on the bus that relies on electricity, to be honest.
Yeah, we're going to have a propane heating, water heater, and stove.
Yeah, and then we'll have the portable air conditioner. Yes, we're going to have air conditioning. Come on. Come on now.
Yeah, we're going to need that to dehumidify the area.
I feel like that answers that question.
Yeah.
And another one we get is, how are you going to take care of your pets? The exact same way I've been taking care of my pets for the past 2 years now. Lots of love, making sure that they're getting their nutrients required, their exercise requirement, making sure that they're living their best life. We're going to be doing some pretty custom...
It's actually going to work out better for our cats because they've been trapped inside of our apartment for like a year now because they haven't been able to leave.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a way, like, I mean, I get it. I get why people have solely indoor cats, but I just feel like there's like this instinctual thing within them that like they need to be able to like smell grass and chase after bugs and whatnot, you know, like that's just like those are like the basic instincts of their like their needs, and now they're gonna be able to do that. Oh, money and jobs. Oh, this one drives me crazy. So
well, it is the 21st century, and most of what we do is online, so I think we can manage to get online jobs somehow.
Yeah. I feel like it's really easy to find work online now. And you don't, like, living this way, you don't really need to make a ton of money, because the only costs you really have are going to be, like, for propane and diesel, and, like, if you do, like, the National Park Pass and camping, those type of things, obviously. But,
keep your expenses low.
Yes, like...
You can keep your income low and still be alright.
Also, like, not purchasing, like, overly processed foods. I feel like that's going to be something that we're going to rely more on, like, getting, like, the big bulks of, like, rice and potatoes and beans and, you know, those things that...
Cutting unnecessary costs.
Yep. You don't need to buy, like, the fancy packaged items. It's not really that great for the landfill either, so... Anyways.
I think I had something to add to that.
The money and jobs.
Money and jobs, yeah. I can't remember now.
That's okay.
We'll cut that part out.
And then the last and final question that we get asked all the time is, so where are you going to park the bus? Where are you going to live?
Well, RV parks are a good option. Finding people, you know, networking.
Yeah.
Buying land is also a lot cheaper than buying a house, so you can have a permanent stay.
There's also, like, if you do research online, you can actually camp for free in a lot of locations throughout the United States and Canada. I know that sounds crazy, but it is. You can look it right up. We recently, when we went to Yellowstone about a year ago, we camped for free the
whole
entire
time.
night.
Except for when we were in Yellowstone,
Yeah.
which was crazy expensive, but it was
Yeah.
also kind of worth it.
Yeah, that's like a huge tip too, is like saving money. Like, you don't have to stay in the park. You can stay right outside the park. We ended up doing that. One night we stayed in like a free campsite in western Idaho. It was a little bit of a drive, but it really wasn't that bad. But you just have to do your research. There's a bunch of apps now that can help you out in finding a place to stay, a place to get water. Yeah, it's not that complicated anymore. We're not the first ones to do this like RV lifestyle. There's so many people.
That's the kind of funny is like people that are retirement age, they want to do this, so we're gonna be doing it just a little bit earlier. That's all.
Yep.
And we're saving money by converting this school bus instead of buying a like extravagant RV that costs $60,000 or something. So.
Yeah. And then I guess like one other question that I didn't write down, but I just thought of as you were saying that is like future plans. Like, where do we see ourselves in the next couple of years, or like.
Well, our goal right now is probably travel. I would say.
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't forecast too far ahead,
we
because
want to travel before we have kids. So.
Yeah, life is really unpredictable. You never know where you're going to go, and we don't have kids right now, so this is like the perfect opportunity and time to do this, to get all of this traveling like wants that we like are craving for out of the way. Like, granted, we'll still travel probably when we are ready to have kids, but
when we do plan to like settle down someplace, we'll be saving tons of money because we won't be funneling all our money towards mortgage and rent and all the other business, energy bills. We get to save that money for like important expenses. I know I have student loan payments to pay, and
yeah, I guess bills, that's another one too.
Yeah.
But it's all about how you like how you invest your dollar. If you make, I don't know.
More importantly, you only get one life. You only get so much time, so it's important to like do this.
Yeah, gotta be
at some point.
Yeah, like I feel like Trevor and I both are like really like spontaneous people. We're really free spirited, and we don't like to feel like that confinement. And the past 2 years of living in a house, living in an apartment, and how much money we've put into that could have been put into this project here just baffles my mind. So we're estimating that this entire conversion process is probably going to be about $10,000, including the price of the bus.
Yeah.
And in 1 year's time paying like utilities and rent at our apartment, we've spent $10,000. So it'll pay for itself.
And the solar panels itself will pay for themselves.
Yeah.
Everything that we invest in will probably pay for itself. Even if we live in it 1 year, then we've already got our money's worth out of what we've done. So.
Yep. And I mean, like, this is an investment too. It's like, if we ever get to the point where we're like, I don't want to live in the bus anymore, we can sell it and we'll probably make double our money that we put in. So it's all about perspective and the way you think about things. Staying open-minded. Don't think about the fears. Just do it. Everything will figure itself out. You just have to trust in like your intuition and what you're doing and like what you believe in, and everything will work itself out. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that will wrap up this like little answer thing.
Quick Q&A session.
Yeah. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you want to follow our journey. We're going to be uploading like basically all of the conversion clips that we've gotten to this point right now. And then also like we'll be filming our future endeavors. So go ahead and sign out now. Welcome to the good life. Peace out.
The good life.